hello, and hopefully, if I remove this one and this one, you can see me. Hello, how you doing? I'm Ian, the Dragonborn Bard, and you're watching Dragonborn Industries, where I am looking at a Kickstarter fulfillment I got today. Well, actually, I got it yesterday, but I'm going to be opening it today. It's only going to be a quick one. I'm going to throw it up on YouTube later on. But I just wanted to get this one open and show you guys what comes in the Acid House Terrain Fantasy Kit. So I backed this on Kickstarter around, I think it was just about a year ago actually, and I think it was around 148 euros, which was pretty good for what you get for the pledge. I know there was a 150% pledge that was a bit higher, but this was the right one for me. The terrain itself is cardstock, so this is all designed to be no glue, no sticking together, no cutting, foldable, transportable, portable terrain. I think the Kickstarter was presented very well because I ended up buying it, but also they showed you how durable this particular terrain is as well. What comes in this box is this particular set for me, which is 100% fulfillment. So you're going to get 5 houses, 2 temples, 1 barracks, 1 warehouse, 1 sentry post, 1 bell tower, 5 walls, 5 towers, 3 wall ruins, 3 tower ruins, 1 elevated square, 1 small temple, 3 bridges, 10 forest units, 1 fountain, 2 stairs, 4 ladders, 12 terrain tiles, and 17 connectors. And a partridge in a pear tree. So, it's quite a bit for a box this size, you know? Doesn't seem like a lot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up and then have a look at maybe putting some of it together. If I think that I need to do another video on that, I'll do another video on that. But yeah, let's have a look inside what Acid House Terrain have got going on. So, take this lovely sleeve off. So Acid House Terrain, I believe, are from Spain. And I think, does it say on the box? Yes. Barcelona, so Spain. And for me, European delivery was very quick because we're just off the we're on the continent of Europe, and I'm just off it. So I've got some brown bags here. Let's see what these are. We have, so with all of these, I believe there is a 4x4 mat, which will have townscape on one side and grasslands on the other side, and this is like the connector. So it's kind of like a jigsaw piece in the sense that like you put them together and then these lock them in place and they're double-sided, but we'll show you those off shortly. Right, so what's in the other one? Let's have a look. This one, ooh, there's a fair amount of stuff in there. Let's have a look. That one says Fountain A. I think I'm going to have to separate these up into different areas and then put them together. So as you can see there, it just folds apart. And then you fold down the different tabs, I would assume, and then have it stick to bits. But I'm not going to put that together just yet because I'm still, well, I'll learn how to put it together. So we've got a fountain. There is a small temple. I'm guessing that's part of that. Oh, there's instructions on the tab there. On the sleeve there for it. What else have we got in here? Stairs. Oh, I don't want to break anything or rip it. What does it say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, cool. Just being a bit too gentle. So you can see that stairs going up there. And obviously, those will fold around and in. I always get worried folding cardstock, but it's already pre-lined, so you don't have to worry too much about that. There you go. Puts that one in there. I would assume the same on these ones. So I'm obviously not going to do this on all of these because that would just be you watching me fold stuff and put it together. However, let's go through what else we've got. So we've got some stairs, got some more stairs. Oh, and some more stairs. That's all going to be useful. So if you're playing D&D, or if you're playing some Warhammer Fantasy, that's all going to be useful for elevation and getting your miniatures up there. We have some, what looks like banisters, walkways, or ladders maybe. Warehouse C. So that one makes up a small little warehouse. Oh, there's YouTube instructions as well on there. We have more bits of the warehouse. These look like balconies. What else do we have here? This looks like a tower. Bell tower. Actually folds relatively nice. It's not too hard to do. I never like going too far just in case I need to flat pack it back. But I mean, that's, you know, once you've got it folded, let me move this one back. Gonna stand quite well. I know on one of the YouTube videos, they, for the Kickstarter, they showed off having bottles of water stood on top of them and stuff. So I'll test those out later on. We have what looks like the temple. Yes, temple room 2 and 1. That's quite a big building, really. We've got lots of archways and windows that will give us line of sight, but also the walls that will block line of sight. So we've got some cover there. Let's try. Make sure that we can get that. There we go. Ah, yeah, look at that. That's pretty nifty. So that's quite fun. Gonna keep going on through. Sentry posts. Warehouse B in stone. I'm not going to open all of these up, like I said. We've got barracks. Ah, another temple. So that should be 2 of those with 2 nice big buildings there. We have Tower B. Again, another really tall tower. I mean, if you look at the size of my hand in comparison, I mean, that's, you know, more than a span for me. Tower B again. So we've got quite a few towers in here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 5 towers. So it looks like we have some bundles. What's this one? Small Temple A. That one will just be the sleeve then. One of the bands, I guess that's from the top one. What is this one? Ah, so this is the house. These are really cool, although actually that little bit there does have a little bit of damage on it. But, I mean, it is cardstock, and to be honest, once I put it on the table and my kids get to it, or some of my players, it's going to be probably in a worse state. But we'll see. The details on those. You can see all the stucco there is cracked, and then we've got the windows and the doors. Lovely chimneys on there. I mean, that's pretty decent playable size. For one, either blocking line of sight for war games or for giving you extra rooms in tabletop games like D&D and Pathfinder. So got a few of the stucco houses. We've got some stone houses. These look cool. I like the I like it when stone's got the greenery on there of like aged moss and grime. Same size house. Got another 2 of those. Then we have, these are the roofs. We've got some blue tile roofs, and these will quite simply fold and then go onto where those bits are, which again I'm not going to put together right now, but you'll end up with a decent size house. Like so. What else have we got? We've got some red roofs. So we've got the 2 blue, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 red roofs. So we've got a nice selection there for different towns that you could go to. We have another bundle just here. This one's walls, so I'm assuming castle or city walls. Let's have a look. So this one's clearly a ruin. That's a tower ruin, just there. So if you need like the base of a tower, just some smaller line of sight blocking or some cover, and you've got that one. Again, it's very effective for saying it's just card. I do believe it's somewhat water resistant as well. It certainly feels like it. It's thick enough that it's durable. It's got wall B, which I'm assuming you've got it in place, and probably some more stuff on top. That's what that will be. And I'm assuming we have enough stuff to make long walls or the outer perimeter of a castle or an area. Yep, wall B again. Then we've got wall be without a door. Another one of those. Another one of those. So yeah, we've got quite a... I mean, I won't be able to put them all on the camera there. That is quite a lot. And then we've got a load of the ruins as well. So let's have a look. This one is Wall Ruins B. So it will be the matching counterpart to what we've already got. But if you want a broken down bit of wall, or if you want an area that is, again, a ruined building, you could use those for that. And there is a few of those. A slightly smaller one there, that'd be A. Tower ruins again. Cool. Next up, we've got some trees. Pretty standard fantasy style. So I think these ones act as a block of trees. So you could create a full forest out of these. Trying to find all the fold lines to make sure I don't fold it in the wrong place. I don't overly want to damage them just yet. But as you can see, you'll be able to create some dense forest, and you get quite a few of those. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 of those that I can see. What have we got here? These are the towers. So that's Tower A. Instructions on there. So that is... Ah, cool. Actually, that's quite useful. So when the towers go in, these bits seem to act as your stabilizer and as your roof. So hopefully, yes, there are all those ones there. If I can find one of the towers. That one's Tower B. Tower A, Tower A, Tower A, Tower A, Tower A. Is that the same size? Yes, it is. So, how it should go. That one folds in on itself, I believe. And then we should have... Oh, look at that. Gridded tower. Which should be relatively quite strong, actually. I mean, that's not that heavy. If you guys know the WizKids Gargantuan Red Dragon, I mean, that's a pretty heavy mini. Let's see if I've got anything heavier in here. Just really test this out. That is a pretty thick water bottle. That's pretty strong. Yeah. What else we got then? Let's have a look deeper into the box. Oh, cool. I think... Are these some crates? So what have we got here? Could be steps or crates. I'm not really too sure just yet. So we've got the temple rooms and the house A. Ah, so get rid of that bit of paper. Should hopefully see in the temple rooms you can add different floors to models. So I do believe that will go in that one like so. You'd end up with a temple floor if you needed it. I do like that they put the instructions for those on the back. And then we've got house floors for the bases of the houses. So if you've got it on the stone side of the map, which I can see at the bottom of this box here, you can then still have a wooden interior for your house. And the other temple floors. So we've got some nice floors there, but I mean, that alone is a gridded room. That is, you know, good for just regular D&D terrain. Let's look further. This is the barracks floor and the wall ruins floors by the look of it. So, we've got barracks, sentry post, tower ruins floor, tower ruins, wall ruins floor. Let's move some stuff out the way here so you can see. I'm getting carried away looking at my own stuff. Wall ruins again. So we've got different floors for it, and we're going to go through those ones over here as well, which should be all of the wall floors. So once more like the towers, these look like they... I mean, that's pretty thick card. It's going to be very sturdy. But that will go inside one of the walls, and that should give you a platform that you can put your minis on. grab wall B over here. So, let's have a look. Just going to fold that one in, fold that one in. And what's nice is without having to glue it, it looks like I could take this out and about places, or if I need to DM on the run, or run a game somewhere, I absolutely can. And look at that. Once more, that's a lot wider, that one. I can just push it down because it's on there. Let's have a look on a flat surface, shall we? There we go. Oh, pushed it through again. So that seems to be the issue, is pushing it too far through. But it is sturdy. I mean, I've not ripped it or anything yet, which is fantastic. That's usually what Klutzy Dyspraxia over here does. There we go. So once more, I'm going to do that bottle test. I mean, that is a full bottle of water, and that is holding that. It's only because I dropped it there that it did that. Yeah, I mean, that's... There you go. So if you don't put it together properly, it does fall over. Right, on to the next bit before I get too embarrassed. We've got some elevated square. So I presume that is to give us some height on some bits. Yes, look at that. So it will make a box altogether that you can then put more terrain on or raise up, of which that is the elevated square right there. Let's see if I can break this bit. Can be a bit fiddly, I'll give it that, but actually once together we have a raised box. Hold to that one without me breaking it this time. Or I imagine you can put on things like, yeah, look at that. You can have a raised temple in an area with the floors in there that will all stand. Nice bit of elevation. What else have we got? Warehouse. That is your warehouse interiors for the roofs. Same again with the barracks and the sentry post. Bell tower. Still curious as to what these bits are. We'll go and have to have a look. I think they're obviously a form of box or wood or crate. I'll find those later and take some pictures. This right here, this was the whole reason I backed this. This is the gaming mat for it. So, what you should have, and what you should be able to see, is this one's grassland, and you've got all of these little crosses on here that should just faint enough to not really get in the way, but gives you a 1-inch grid or not. And the other side is like a town cityscape. These all link together using those connectors that we saw earlier. So if we take this one and this one, you could have a bit of grass. It's like so. If you need a place for any other terrain, any 3D printed terrain, any terrain that you've crafted yourself, they should all line up. And those little connectors go in there, and when they all link together, uneven surface, it keeps them all together. That is the whole reason I wanted this Kickstarter, so that I could have townscapes and cityscapes set across a big table for my players. All the roads join up. I mean, that alone is a good battle map for many war games. But when you start adding in, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those grids, 12 of those individual bits of map, we have a large, I believe it's a 4 foot by 4 foot play area. That's huge. It's really, really big. And that was the whole reason I wanted that. So a whole city that you can do with this, all of this terrain, or with any houses that you've 3D printed or crafted. That was why I wanted this. So I'm very, very happy with that. That board, that's pretty thick. I'm not bending that anytime soon. And this will be kept here in the studio, so it should remain quite flat. That is what you get in the 100% box. Very happy with that. But if I go to the website and show you a bit more about Acid House Terrain. So, no glue, no paint, no clips. The whole point of this was to, as they say, plug and play fantasy terrain for RPGs and wargame. Obviously, I've only just got this Kickstarter fulfillment, so I'm not sure when this will actually hit the shelves, but I paid around 148 euros for this when it was on Kickstarter. And I believe on GameFound now you can go and back it and get your add-ons, or you can pledge to it here. So you've got the 100% one, which is 148 euros. You've got the Acid House Terrain 150% volume, so you get more things in there and a 6x4 play area. That's 168 euros. It's actually, for the sake of 20 euros, I do kind of wish I'd gone with that one. The website's got some stunning pictures on it where you can see everything that they do with it. So, you know, you can see the trees there against the cityscape. That's a nice little bit of a juxtaposition between nature and city. That, however, was one of the things I liked seeing before, was the bridges and the ladders and stuff that all go up the towers and around the castle walls. It's really, really awesome. You've got the houses here. You can see the playable interiors. You've got, you know, the city walls there with all the towers, the elevation bit there. There you go. That shows even the bridges between the buildings. That's that with a full bottle of water on it. It's pretty impressive. They do have some other ones as well. I think I'm going to be looking at getting this set here, the sci-fi and cyberpunk set, because look at that. I think for 40k Legion, for Starfinder and Traveller, that's what I'm after. I mean, you can see there against the 40k minis, and we all know how big those are. Very, very awesome. But I digress. That is everything that I got inside the Kickstarter fulfillment, and I couldn't be happier. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some more Kickstarter unboxings for you soon. I'm going to put together a video of me maybe making a map out of all that stuff and some terrain and some other minis with it, just so I can have a play around, because I've not had that chance yet. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. But until then, take it easy.